In Turkey, the country has entered full lockdown, its strictest since the start of the pandemic, as it fights its own battle with soaring COVID-19 cases and deaths. People have been ordered to stay at home for nearly 3 weeks, only allowed to go outside for grocery shopping and other essential needs. Correspondent Julia Hahn sent us this report from Istanbul.
Saying goodbye, a moment of calm, but only briefly. There is not much time for farewells here in Zincirlikuyu, at one of the largest cemeteries in Istanbul. While the families mourn outside, the next coffins are already arriving. The funeral home workers try to ensure that everything is as dignified as possible, but it has been Turkey's deadliest month since the pandemic began, and that has also become very apparent here.
Before the pandemic, we had around 200 funerals per day. There are now more than twice as many. We urgently need the new lockdown. But we should have made this decision earlier. Then probably fewer people would have died.
Shortly before the new lockdown came into effect, the streets and shops were full again. Above all, alcohol was in great demand because from now on there is a ban on sales. Residents are only allowed to leave their homes for essential needs until mid-May. It is not the first coronavirus curfew in Turkey, but the strictest one so far. Most of public life is supposed to come to a standstill for 2.5 weeks. But many people are wondering how they will get through this time, as they can't hope for any financial aid. Especially in the poorer neighborhoods of Istanbul, many are worried. Only a few have permanent jobs here in Tarlabaşı. Most of them make a living as day laborers or trash collectors.
Only God knows how we'll manage. But there is nothing we can do. We will try to survive somehow.
I don't have a husband. My daughter has just had a baby. We are 6 people living in a small room and we already don't have enough money to live on. Critics of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan say he hesitated too long, which made the situation worse. Although Turkey has the highest number of daily new infections in Europe, Erdogan held several party congresses with thousands of members of his ruling AKP in March. A few days ago, he pulled the emergency brake.
We must rapidly reduce the number of new infections to fewer than 5,000 a day. Otherwise, we will inevitably pay a heavy price in every field, from tourism to trade and education.
A small sacrifice, says the president, for a greater goal. In about 2 weeks, at the end of Ramadan, Turkey will emerge from its lockdown, hoping that its latest crisis is under control.